We go to
We don't give a fuck.
Virginia.
What?
After the gerrymandering scheme blew up in the faces of both the Attorney General
Loser!
and that lovely, wonderful governor of Virginia,
Asshole.
they sent off to Scotus and demanded that they step in.
Sheer fucking hubris.
I'm Jasper Gonzo on this. Scotus, your thoughts?
Fuck you.
And the lower court ruling stands. Oh, and now the Dems are mad.
No! No! No!
But it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jasper Gonzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Monday. And of course, as always, new day, new week, and new bullshit. And oh, they heaped a lot of bullshit on this one. We go to Virginia after the wonderful, lovely governor of Virginia said, hey, yeah, you know what? We need to redraw the maps here and gerrymander. So they did. It went from a 6-5 Democrat lead to a 10-1 Democrat lead. And yeah, people were mad. So mad that, of course, it got sent to the lower court, a circuit judge. He looked at it and says, nah, we're not having it. So take that. They got mad. So they sent it off to the Virginia State Supreme Court. And they looked at it and goes, yeah, we don't like it. Lower court ruling stands. They got mad again. They sent it to the Supreme Court and demanded that they step in and rectify the situation. Supreme Court looked at it and says, yeah, we're not going to have it either. Lower court ruling stands, so suck on those. And now they're mad. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Supreme Court rejects Virginia Democrats' request to intervene in gerrymandering scheme. The Supreme Court of the United States, Scotus, rejected a request from Virginia Democrats for the highest nation's court to intervene after Virginia State Supreme Court struck down a gerrymandering scheme that would have redrawn the state's congressional map in favor of the Dems. In an order this Friday, the U.S. Supreme Court rejected and said they had no dissents, per NBC News. Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger, you know that lovely, lovely woman, responded to the rejection, claiming that the court had joined the state Supreme Court in choosing to nullify election. How dare you? The Supreme Court of the United States had now joined the Supreme Court of Virginia, choosing to nullify election of the votes of more than 3 million Virginians. Spanberger wrote next. These Virginians made their voices heard, casting their ballots in good faith and pushed back against a president who had, quote, entitled to more seats in Congress before voters go to the polls. Of course, she's all mad. The rejection from Scotus came after Democrats such as Virginia Attorney General Jay Jones, yes, that wonderful Jay Jones, you know, the same guy who said he would end the lives of both Republicans and their kids, and Virginia Solicitor General Tillman Breckinridge issued an emergency application for stay on Monday of the Virginia Supreme Court ruling. In the filing, Virginia Democrats claimed that the state Supreme Court was deeply mistaken on 2 critical issues of federal law. The first critical issue is that Virginia's Supreme Court had predicated its interpretation of the state's constitution on a grave misreading of the federal law, basically saying they were too stupid to know what they were doing, so we need you, SCOTUS, to step in. Of course, this from Eric Daugherty on X. Breaking: Supreme Court laughs at Virginia Democrats out of the room. The map struck down. Dems have lost the case. Laughed my ass off. They just got pummeled by both SCOTUS and the Virginia Supreme Court. The map remains as is. Another win for SCOTUS. Another win for Republicans or common sensors. The request for Virginia Democrats for Supreme Court intervention came after Virginia Supreme Court issued a 4-3 ruling, finding that legislative process that was issued to redistrict the referendum in the states passed had violated the Article Section 1 of Virginia's Constitution. March 6, 2026. The General Assembly of Virginia submitted a Virginia voters' proposal constitutional amendment to authorize partisan gerrymandering of the congressional districts of the Commonwealth, the court said. We hold that the legislative process employed in this advanced proposal violated the Article Section 1 of the Constitution of Virginia. In the ruling, the Virginia Supreme Court also explained that the General Assembly must twice vote in favor of proposed amendment on 2 separate legislative sessions with the intervening election of the House of Delegates. You must do it not once, but twice. The ruling from the Virginia State Supreme Court came after residents of Virginia voted in favor of redistricting referendum, and again, these voters had no idea what they were doing. They voted in a clown, both Attorney General and the governor, in which they would have changed Virginia's current congressional district from 6-5 to 10-1 in favor of the Democrats. My thoughts. Another win for common sense. So the Supreme Court of the United States didn't just, slide by with a 4-3. No. They decided to drop the hammer and go 9-0. Yes, 9-0, including Ketanji Jackson Brown, or Brown Jackson, whatever her name is, who doesn't know what a woman is. She said that this was bullshit and says agreed with the lower court ruling. So now where do the Democrats go from here? Where does Attorney Jay Jones, who, loves Republicans so much, he wants them ended, and of course that lovely, lovely governor, where do they go from here? They go nowhere. That's where they go. So the maps are what the maps are, according to the Virginia State Supreme Court and according to a lower court ruling by a circuit judge. So at the end of the day, common sense wins, and the Dems can lose again. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is what's next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below, like it, share, and subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys. As always, spread the word. Appreciate you. Thank you. And we'll see you next time. Peace.